Number 10. Jobless reincarnation. A 34-year-old NEET otaku is chased out from his house by his family. Unattractive and penniless, he finds that he has reached a dead end in life and realizes that his life actually could have been much better if he had made better choices in the past. Just when he was at the point of regret, he saw a truck moving at a fast speed straight towards 3 high schoolers in its path. Mustering all the strength he had, he tried to save them and ended up getting run over by the truck, quickly ending his life. The next time he opened his eyes, he was already reincarnated into a world of sword and magic as Rudeus Greyarat. Born to a new world, a new life, Rudeus decided that, this time, I will really live my life to the fullest with no regret. Thus, starts the journey of a man yearning to restart his life. Number 9. Nito's lazy foreign world syndrome. Hideko Masamune is a high school student who suffers from continuous bullying by his classmates. Becoming tired of it all, he decides to commit suicide, but instead he is transported to another world along with all his classmates. When they arrive, they find that they now possess amazing abilities, but he was only granted the status of a healer, the weakest skill of all. The king decides to get rid of him by transporting him to another faraway place, but not before Hideko swears revenge against the king, the kingdom, and all of his classmates.
Number 8. I got a cheat skill in another world and became unrivaled in the real world too. Tenju Uya has been a bullied boy since the past. He lives in the home of his beloved grandfather while he goes to school. As usual, he receives a harsh bullying, and he takes an extended absence from school to have some time to heal his wounds. While on this long time of absence, he takes the opportunity to clean his grandfather's house and goes to a room he never went before, where his grandfather kept many different objects that he gathered from his travels around the world. While he was arranging the objects, he found a door not on a wall among the objects. Out of curiosity he opens this door. What he found on the other side was...
Number 7. Black Summoner, a combat maniac's ascension. Losing his memories as a compensation for a transfer to another world, the curtains of the story of Kelvin rise. While steadily getting stronger, he adds new subordinates by mastering his skills and hope to get powerful enough to summon his angel follower who he has supposedly fallen in love previous to the memory loss, but by the time he noticed it, he had obtained overwhelming power.
Number 6. The world's strongest fighter who tried too hard living a leisure life in a world of magic. That attack isn't magic, it's physics. One day, a martial artist named Ash was suddenly reborn into another world. He decided that he will become a sorcerer in his second life. He went through harsh training after becoming the apprentice of the former hero, Morris. Then, the Emperor of Darkness suddenly appeared. Right when the end of the world was approaching, he one-shotted the Demon Lord. Number 5. Versatile mage. He awoke, and the world was changed. The familiar high school now teaches magic, encouraging students to become the greatest magicians they can be. Beyond the city limits, wandering magical beasts prey on humans. An advanced scientific world changed into one with advanced magic. Yet, what has not changed was the same teacher who looks upon him with disdain, the same students who look upon him with contempt, the same father who struggles at the bottom rung of society, and the same innocent stepsister who cannot walk. However, Mofan discovered that while everyone else can only use one major element, he himself can use all magic. Number 4. Overbearing tyrant. The Otherworlders invaded Earth. The Otherworlders have more sophisticated technology and hunted down humans with combat robots and viral weapons, and the remaining humans battled on for 10 years just to survive. The main character, Park Sung-hyun, was the leader of the troops in Incheon, Bupong. Prior to the invasion of the Otherworlders, he used to be a part-timer at a convenience store like an ordinary person, but he became a strong warrior in the process of losing his family and battling to avenge them. In the midst of the attack against the Otherworlders' headquarters, Park Hyun-sung got trapped in a warp portal with the leader. When he woke up, he found himself in a fantasy world that reminded him of the medieval times in Europe, and his soul was trapped inside a weak blonde 15-year-old pretty boy's body. Hyun-sung was surprised by the unfamiliar surroundings and his weak body and found out that he is occupying the body of Ian Albaran, and that his father is the lord of a land who owes a large debt to the Great Lord and faces a difficult time ruling over his land. Park Hyun-sung, who had been fighting against combat robots and viral weaponry from the Otherworlders who had advanced science, Number 3. A modern man who got transmigrated into the murum world. I was a public official who worked part-time to survive. I was knocked out by a speeding car while making deliveries in the middle of the night. I have a strong memory of dying prematurely in a hit and run. I'm Johui. At some point, I became the second son of the collapsing Jogatel clan. This family has neither the authority to drop a flying bird nor the power to carry out one's will. There is only an enormous amount of debt that can annihilate the entire family. There's only one way out. Father, please pass the Jogatel clan on to me. The story of a successful modern man who has to utilize all the knowledge and experience of a public official begins now.
Number 2. Champion's Path to Murum. Mr. Perfect, a living legend in the realm of mixed martial arts, the champion, Kim Sang-hyuk, was somehow reborn in the Murum world as the youngest son of Kim Ho-jang. This time, I'll forge a new legend in the Murum. Against the backdrop of martial artists and untrained fighters scattered around Murum comes an oddity trained in boxing, taekwondo, muay thai, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, capoeira, judo, and a variety of modern martial arts, ready to shake up the Murum. Number 1. The beginning after the end. King Gray has unrivaled strength, wealth, and prestige in a world governed by martial ability. However, solitude lingers closely behind those with great power. Beneath the glamorous exterior of a powerful king lurks the shell of man, devoid of purpose and will. Reincarnated into a new world filled with magic and monsters, the king has a second chance to relive his life. Correcting the mistakes of his past will not be his only challenge, however. Underneath the peace and prosperity of the new world is an undercurrent threatening to destroy everything he has worked for, questioning his role and reason for being born again.